Right, boys and girls, this is M62 Connections, relaxed networking and building relationships. So what is it that makes us different from everybody else? You've got the BNIs at one end, you've got simply networking at the other. Well, we try to position ourselves in the middle by keeping people relaxed. We take the pressure away, but we still do concentrate on bringing people together and building those relationships. The way we do that is, obviously, we do the introductory rounds like everybody else does, but then we have a little slot which we call the board you can't afford. These small businesses do not have the luxury of a board meeting to solve their problems. So for 10-15 minutes, we become that board meeting so we can solve any sort of problems that you manage to bring up. The next section is what we have the presentation slot, which is 15 minutes, where you're able to present to the rest of the people there an aspect of your business, giving them some sort of advice and asking for help as well, for that matter. So the next section is what we call the business card swap. You take out 3 of your own business cards and you write on them number 1, number 2 and number 3. You then exchange your number 1 for somebody else's number 1, your number 2 for somebody else's number 2, and the same thing with the third one, making sure you now have 3 different business cards. When everything's been cleared, we make sure everybody swapped them properly. You then find your number 1 person and you sit down together for 10 minutes to get to know each other that little bit more. I stress at this point, you're not trying to sell to them, you're trying to get to know them, so it's a two-way process. The more you get to know them, the more you're able to offer services to them or to refer them because you know exactly what they're doing. We then come back to the table when you've done your 3 one-to-ones, when we do an informal check on if there's anybody got any ideas to have a referral for somebody else, maybe arrange to have another meeting or something that's cropped up in the meeting that you like to raise to the rest of the people there. When we've done that, a lot of people exchange their Twitter names, get in touch with each other on LinkedIn and Facebook to continue that conversation and to keep growing that relationship. For you boys and girls who've not been to an M62 Connections meeting, why not give us a try? We have 4 meetings now. We have Rochdale, we have Knowsley, we have Manchester and we have Birchwood. Each of the meetings are once a fortnight, so they alternate. Wednesdays is Manchester and Birchwood, Thursdays is Rochdale and Knowsley. Mostly they meet at 9:30 in the morning, except for the Birchwood one, which is 8:30. That's because of the traffic. We do have to look after you, of course. If you want to come along, you can go to the website, and here's our website address, or give me a call. We can talk about it a little bit more. Or maybe you know somebody else who's been to a meeting already, so bring them along. Oh yes, and one more thing. We do have a loyalty scheme as well. You get the loyalty card on your smartphone. Every time you come, you get a free stamp, and at the end of 10 stamps, the next meeting is absolutely free. What could be better than that? Hope to see you at the next meeting. Thank you.